We are today finally launching 2.0. I've been in 1.0 since April, and we've made a lot of progress. And today, finally, 2.0 is launching. As you know, there has been a lot of, different, details from what was 1.0 to what is now. But the main, core idea of the project is to have the best project available based on the leadership and the quality of leaders that we have in this project. We have been sponsored and we have been led by Alan and Dr. Abu, which are, at the top of our team. And they, as you probably know from other projects like Origin, they have a huge community, which will be, deployed, if we can say that, into NOAA 2.0. In fact, I was talking to Dr. Abu early in the morning, and he called me from the office in China, one of the offices of NOAA in China, and it was full of people, like 50 leaders that were not part of 1.0, but will be part of 2.0. And this is a great advantage for us, the ones that began in 1.0. Why? Because these are the people who are going to build everything from now on, and our 1.0 tokens and NFTs will profit a lot from the community that is going to start building from today, especially in China, which they never invited to the first phase because they wanted to bring them to the second phase so that they can build this staking project and buy the expos, which are going to benefit all of us. Okay, so what we have here is, I'm not going, to talk about this civilization and that kind of stuff, and but we are going to talk about the economic model, what we are going to, develop as investors, let's call it like this, those people who want to put their money to work, and the other people, like it's me, Carl, and many of you, which we are networkers. We are going to be generating profits from this platform, that we are the market makers, as you know. Okay, so we have initially one coin, two coins, but let's talk first about Xpulse. Xpulse it was listed 2 days ago, 3 days ago, I don't remember. And it already has over $3 million in the liquidity pool. That is really massive. And it has grown, it has killed like 3 zeros already. So if you were one of those people like me who purchased early, there were two things. I purchased at 40, with a 40% slippage. Now the slippage is 5%. But guess what? I bought with 3 zeros before the one. Now it's only 1 zero. So I pay more slippage, but I also got those tokens at a very early stage. So you are in the same position right now to get these Xpulse tokens very cheap, because I think is I don't remember last time I saw was like, it has 1 zero in front. So this is going to be going up really fast because of all the community that is coming into this project. And you will see why this project will, this token, the coins will really go up very fast. Okay, so Xpulse, you can get it, or you can buy them, connecting your MetaMask or your token pocket into PancakeSwap. And maybe many of you are even more experienced than me, but you connect it to PancakeSwap. You select the slippage and you buy as much as you can. And there will be 1 billion tokens of Expulse, no more, and 800 million will be taken directly to the black hole. So that's a very, very high amount of tokens. Okay. So the slippage and that kind of stuff, let me tell you, when I started, it was 40%. Right now, I think it's sitting at just 5% slippage. And what happens when we, get those tokens? What happens when we buy those tokens? Well, for those of you or those of us who purchased nodes, every time people buy, every time people sell, part of those taxes, part of the taxes or slippage that people pay into the buying, when people buy Expos, some of these taxes, some of this fixed, which is 3.5, 1% is going to be dedicated to buy Y pools, which is the other token, and 2.5% it goes to the liquidity pool. So you see right now, if you go to PancakeSwap or if you go to whatever, you can see the DEX screens, or you can see that the liquidity pool right now is a little bit over $3 million already in 3 days. This is really, really powerful. Okay. So every time there is a purchase or there is a sale for these tokens, if you have a node, some of the profits will go to the node owners. Okay. This is really, really powerful. That's why I was encouraging everybody who had the possibility to buy these nodes to do it, because we are going to be receiving, what is it?
Dividends.
Dividends. Thank you. We are going to be receiving dividends forever, for the life of the project. If the project goes for 6 years, for 3 years, for 2 years, every single day, every single week, every single month, you will be receiving dividends forever. And that is fantastic. Okay. We have another coin, which is the Y pools. And the Y pools is 10 billion, where 9.9 billion, we're going, to the bottom, hole. They translated 9.2 billion yuan. That's the Chinese currency. I don't know what they mean with 9.9 billion yuan. But what we know is that this token, the Y Pulse token, is going to be the one they are going to be using for the platform, for the next projects, for the next development, because this project has an ecosystem. This is not just staking. It will have also gaming. It will have a launch pad. It will have their own blockchain. And the Y Pulse is the token that is going to be, used for that. We cannot have this token purchased as we are buying Expulse. This has some certain mechanism to buy it, because this will be very difficult to get. When you reach certain ranks, you will be able to buy a certain amount of Y pools depending on your rank and depending on the amount of volume you have under you. Okay. If you bought a node, you got 50,000 Y pools included in your node. Okay. So let's see what else we have here. We have so many people in the waiting room. Let me add them because it's blinding me. Okay. Why pulse permanent destructions, vital and positive? We're going to discuss that more technically in our next Zoom. I want to focus on what we're going to have in 2.0 as a networker, is as a passive investor. We have, it says 4 major pledges, but it's actually 3. Okay. We have 3 cycles, 30 days, 60 days, and 90 days. We can start with just $1. $1, you can start staking, no problem. But if you are a networker, the minimum is 200. The minimum is 200. And these 30 days or 60 days are the ones that are available as we read in Twitter. 90-day cycle is not open yet. They say it's going to be open later. So we can only stake right now for 30 days, for 60 days. And the staking has, when everything is fully working, is going to have a maximum of $1,000 per minute when everything is fully working. Right now, and it's not active, not active, it's not working because I tried like 4 times, and I saw many people also that said that they tried. The maximum was like $300 per minute. Okay, so when you stake for 30 days, you will receive 1.2% daily. 60 days, 1.4% daily. But what is going to happen with this? If you don't withdraw, it will auto compound. So at the end of the day, you leave it for 90 days, for 60 days or for 30 days, all your profits, if you don't withdraw, it will auto compound, which will make it bigger. You know the power of auto compounding. So maximum single deposit, as you see, per address is 1,000. It doesn't mean, because many people are confused here, it doesn't mean that you can only deposit $1,000. No, it means that when everything is working fine, if you want to deposit, for example, $10,000, that means that you have to make 10 different deposits. 1,000 now, wait for 1 minute, 1,000 more, etc., etc., until you get to 10,000. Doesn't mean that you have to open 10 different addresses and put $1,000 in each address. No. What it means is, even though they don't explain it well, is that you cannot deposit $10,000 in one go. If you are intending to deposit 10,000, you have to do it in 10 different transactions in the same account. All right. Now, what's going to happen is we are going to deposit in USDT. Okay. We are going to deposit in USDT, and we are going to withdraw in USDT as well. USDT in, USDT out. Okay. That's the most important thing. I see a lot of messages. Okay, Carl, you're taking care.
I'm removing them.
Okay. Okay. Let's do something. Let me do something.
I disabled the chat.
Okay. Good. We have many clowns here. Sometimes, not here, in the market, in the industry. People that, just trying to come after successful people. Those who are not successful are always trying to bring successful people down. But it won't work with us. So when we make a deposit, all right, when we make a deposit in USDT, 50% of the deposit will automatically buy X-Pulse. Remember that. Our token is X-Pulse. You can check today the price of X-Pulse and check again in 1 week or 2 weeks. You will see how much the token is going up because of this mechanism that we have here. We deposit in USDT, 50% automatically will buy X-Pulse, and the other 50% will be, in a liquidity pool with exposed USDT that is going to be sent to the black hole on for the duration of this staking. If you staked for 60 days, it's going to be for 60 days. If it's for 90 days, it's going to be for 90 days. Okay, so that's how it will work. It's very important. But what you have to keep in mind is this is USDT in, USDT out. All right. Now, redemption process. This is very important also. Okay. Sell X pools a real-time price, deduct 50% of the compound interest profit as an invitation reward for the entire network. Transfer the remaining USDT to the logged-in users, X pools 1.1 return interaction contract, total liquidity constant. This is a little bit technical for me to, go through and not complicate your mind. We have 3 different cycles, 30 days, 60 days, and 90 days. Whatever we are choosing, we're going to get paid 1.2 for 30 days, 1.4 for 60, and 1.6 for 90. Right now, only, as we saw in Twitter, only 30 days and 60 days is available. So let's say we have the 60 days, we're going to get paid 1.4 every single day. And if we decide to compound, it will compound automatically. But what happens? 50% of the daily income is what we are going to get for us. 50%. So in this 60 days, that is paying 1.4. If you want to withdraw, you can withdraw daily, or doesn't matter. If you want to leave it compound, you can compound, but you can withdraw daily. But what you're going to withdraw is not 1.4, is 0.7 because it's 50% of the staking, the daily staking profits. When you stake for 90 days, then it's going to be 0.8 daily, which is about 24% per month, which is not bad at all. But what else? When we leave it to stake for the full period, if it's 30 days, 60 or 90, all the profit that has been compounded, you want to withdraw, you can withdraw 50%. Okay? The thing is that the longer you leave it in there, the more money you will withdraw. But you can withdraw daily. And in this phase, you don't have to ask anybody or wait for anybody approving your withdrawal, because this is going to be 100% automatic, 100% through smart contracts. Contracts will be verified. Contracts will be renounced. Nobody will have access to anything. You stake today and you want to stop your staking tomorrow. It is up to you, because you have the power to control what you do, because this is not human handle. This is smart contract handle. So 100% distribution of market makers' income. We said 50% goes to you, either if you withdraw it daily or you withdraw it weekly or monthly or at the end of the staking period. 50% goes to you. And then when we have a network, okay, we are networkers, we are going to have up to 10 levels of direct and indirect invite percentage. 5% of the staking rewards will be divided 0.5% for 10 levels. That makes 5%. So whatever amount of money you have from your level 1 to your level 10, whatever they are earning, 0.5 of that will go to you. Okay? This is really, really powerful. Well, for example, I know people here that have big networks in other staking projects with a lot of volume. So imagine every single day or week or month, getting 5% of all your network in 10 generations. 35% will be shared for the community rewards. What is that community rewards? That is what we call normally compensation plan. You know, people start sharing the project, people start hitting ranks. That 35% will be shared with the people who hit the ranks. 5% will be dedicated to purchase X-Pulse, and 5% also will be dedicated to purchase Y-Pulse. So as you can see, there's a lot of activity buying both X-Pulse and Y-Pulse. That's why I'm telling you, very soon you will see the shift up of these coins when the network marketing side of the project starts, when people start knowing more about NOAA and more people are coming in and more people are staking, more money is flowing into X-Pulse and Y-Pulse. All right. So what else do we have here? Well, let me tell you. There is what we call the community rewards. Remember what I mentioned before. I mentioned that people that reach ranks are going to be able to receive up to 35%, up to 35% of all the profits generated in the staking of this network. So we start by S1. That's the first rank. I don't know if you can see it very well here. I don't know how to make this out. For you to reach or hit R or S1, guys, just $3,000, $3,000 in your small team. What is considered to be your small team? Let's say you have 2 or 3 people or 4 or 5 directs, and you have one of your directs, he has $2,000, for example, in his team. Okay, we're talking about teams. You have 5 teams, you have 5 directs. This is 5 teams. Your direct number 1 has $2,000, $3,000 in his network. Let's say he is your strong leg. He's your bigger leg. The other 4, each one has 1,000. Okay. Your first line has 3,000, but the other 4 has 1,000 each. So the other 4 combined, they have $4,000 in their teams, right? So the other 4 combined is your small team. Combined. It doesn't matter that it's 4, but when you look at them individually, each of them has less than 3,000. So all of them together is your small team. And now, since you have more than $3,000 in your small team, you are S1. And at that moment, you are qualified to earn 5% of your whole small team. Okay? It's really, really powerful. Remember what we say here, that 100% distribution, 35% goes to the community. Well, 5% of that 35 is for the S1. When you get to S2, which is $10,000 in your small team, I know many people, next week will be probably S3, okay? But S2 is when you get to $10,000 in your small team. That will pay you 10% of the whole profits in your network, in your small team. So that can be a lot of money. And it will go all the way up to S7. For you to get to S7, you will need to have $20 million. And I know it's going to take a little bit of time, but today is the first day. So I don't know if the next 5-6 months is going to take us 5, 6, 8 months to get to S7. but Abu and Alan were telling us that once you get to S7, probably we will be making $100,000 a day, a day. So I am good when I get to S5. That will give me anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000 a day. So this is in the beginning. Anybody can join with just $1. People that are networkers can start with $200. And we have to know something very important. This is in the other slide, in the other PDF, but that PDF was turning to be too technical for me. This is really, really powerful and really, really important. And some people know about this because they are in other projects that are like this. But if you don't know, let me tell you, what I am going to explain you is really powerful. When you are going to withdraw your profits, okay? When you are going to withdraw your profits, let's say, remember, we deposit USDT and we withdraw USDT. But when we are going to make a withdrawal in USDT, we must buy the same amount that we want to withdraw in X pools. So let's say right now you have $50 because of your commissions, because of your staking. I don't know. You have 50 USDT and you want to withdraw this 50 USDT. You have to get $50 worth of X pools, and then you can withdraw your 50 USDT. This is really powerful. Don't go too fast. Say, oh, wow, that's not good. No, this is great. You know why? Because remember, we have two coins, and one of these coins is called X-Pools that many of you are getting right now at a very low and very cheap price. And if you haven't bought your X-Pools, I highly encourage you to do that. Okay, I saw one of these guys from Indonesia. The day they opened, he purchased $100,000 of X-Pools, and it was a 40 slippage. So he ended up losing $40,000 in that transaction. But you can see how much faith people have in this protocol, in these tokens. So when you withdraw your 50 USDT, you can sell again your $50 of X-Pools. You don't have to keep it. You can sell it. Once again, you are going to withdraw 50 USDT. You have to buy $50 of X-Pools. You withdraw your X-Pools. If you want to keep you withdraw your USDT. If you want to keep your X-Pools, you keep your X-Pools. If you don't want to keep your X-Pools, you sell your X-Pools again. Okay? But that interaction of buying, selling, you know what's going to happen? The price of X-Pools is going up, and up. What other thing you can take out of this? If you bought a node, for every transaction, remember, there is a profit. There will be a fee that is going to be sent as dividends for the node for the life of the project. So if you got one of those nodes, you're a lucky guy because you are going to be receiving dividends forever. So once again, don't stress. If you are going to withdraw, very simple. Buy X-Pools, you withdraw your USDT, and you can sell your X-Pools again. Not a problem. But that will help this mechanism generate a lot of income because of all the taxes involved in the process of selling and buying expos. Okay, so this is the most important thing from the staking part in NOAA 2.0. From $1, people can stake. These networkers like you and me, we need to put a minimum of $200. When people are going to deposit, right now the maximum is $300 per minute. When everything is running smoothly, the maximum will be 1,000 per minute. Okay, and whenever we make a deposit for staking, 50% of the staking is going to buy X pools, and the other 50% is going to remain in USDT. We can stake up to 90 days, and we will earn anywhere from 1.2 to 1.6 daily with auto compounding, depending on the amount of days that we stake. This is going to be 100% decentralized. There will be no human intervention. So when you hit withdraw, you don't have to wait for any approval. It will be done automatically via the smart contract. All the smart contracts, they say that there are about 10 smart contracts, 10 different smart contracts, because this has a lot of, what is it? A lot of, what is the word? Well, there's too many transactions to be processed by this contract, by this protocol. So they needed about 10 different contracts to process everything independently, and there wouldn't be any necessity of human intervention. Everything will be done via smart contract. They said all these smart contracts will be 100% renounced, will be verified, will be audited as well. So we will have the best guarantee that this doesn't have any backdoor or any thing that we can worry about. Everything will be transparent. Everything will be very, very open in the blockchain. What else is very important? That from our profits or from the staking, out of the 100% of the staking, I can only withdraw 50%. If I am staking for 90 days, my daily profit will be 0.8, which will be anywhere from 24 to 25% monthly, or 24 point, depending on the amount of days of the month. At minimum 24%. And this is available every day unless you let it grow as a compounding. 35% will be distributed in the different ranks that go from S1 to S7. And 5% of these profits generated via the staking will go to purchase X pools, and 5% will also go to buy Y pools. In the ecosystem, there will be the 3.0, which is a game playing to earn. So in the 2.4, in the 4.0, there will be the blockchain and a lot of other projects like a game launchpad, which will allow other projects to launch their own projects using Y pools as the token. So I don't know if I left something. I don't think so. I think everything related to 2.0 is explained, and now I think we can have a room for the questions. any questions you may have. I will do my best to answer all those questions. Remember,
Hey,
don't
to ask a question, you need to use the react button because I have everybody muted, and then we'll unmute you. Okay, the legacy group. Go ahead.
Yeah, how you doing? I would like to know if this allows you to have more than one account.
Well, this is 100% fully decentralized.
Yeah.
People in NOAA 1.0, I had three accounts, my main and two other under me. So you grab your link and you refer yourself. You just open a new wallet in MetaMask or Token Pocket. You can have as many different accounts as you want because this is 100% fully decentralized.
I did that, and when I checked my sponsor, it has a completely different link. Maybe because everything is new, I don't know, but it has a completely new, different link than the one that I gave.
I don't understand the question or the comment. I'm sorry.
When he referred himself, his sponsor was a different ID than what his link was.
Right.
Well, that would be a technical question, but when you share your link, and if you share yourself before you log in, before you register the new account, I think I know probably what happened.
The best thing to do, Louis, is when you're going to refer yourself, refresh your browser 2 to 3 times before you do that, so you can clear any cookies that might be in there from another link.
And not only that, I saw in this 2.0 when we were buying the nodes that if you didn't manually close your open account, when you log in, even if you log in with a different link, it will still open in the one that you haven't closed.
So that could be your sponsor's link.
So yeah. So if you let's say I have my account number 1 open right now, and then I refer myself, but I am going to use the same Token Pocket. In this 2.0, if I don't close my number 1 account, it will open.
Yeah, it'll default
in the same number 1 account, even if I pasted the link in the browser for my sponsor account. I don't know if I'm explaining myself.
I did all that, and it still, was. I did all that, and it still was showing a different link, but it's okay.
Okay.
I'm going to address it with Alan. What they could do, but it was
Just make sure that you just, as an example, every time you go to refer yourself something, always verify the wallet address.
I did all that.
Yeah. So in that case, you'll probably have to get a hold of the development team, whoever created the interface, so that they can look at that.